Hello everyone and welcome back. Once again, as we have seen the installation of Kali Linux in VirtualBox, in this lesson we are going to see installation of Kali Linux in VMware. Now, VMware is also a virtualization software which is similar to VirtualBox, but as VirtualBox is free and open source, VMware is not free or open source, it's a commercialware software. There are a lot of people or organizations which use VMware Workstation or VMware Player as a software in their organizations. So, in this lesson, we will also see that how you can install ISO of Linux in VMware. So, the first thing that we are going to do is, again, we are going to search for the ISO file. So I'm going to go to the official website of kali.org, and here I'm going to download the compatible version for my system. I'm going to download the 64-bit Linux ISO, and then I'm going to use it. If you want any other specific version, you can also download it from here, which is 32-bit or for Apple M1. Now I have started the download. It might take a few moments. As I have already downloaded it, I'm going to use the previous ISO file. This is VMware Workstation 16 Player that is installed in my system. I'm going to provide a link to this in the resources section as well, so you will have the download link over there from which you can install it. After successful installation, I'm going to create a new virtual machine, so I'm going to click here. Next, I will say that I'm going to install the operating system later on. I'm going to choose Linux and the version is Debian. So let's find where is Debian. So here it is Debian. I'm going to choose Debian 10 64-bit and hit next. You can give any name to the machine that you want. As you can see here, I'm changing the name to Kali Linux and I'm going to hit next. This is the disk size, so I'm going to provide 20 GB, which is sufficient for this lesson to install the operating system. Here, if you want, you can customize the hardware based on the memory and the hard disk that you want to provide. I'm going to click Finish and I'm going to click on Edit Virtual Machine Settings. Here, I'm going to increase the memory to 4 GB and let's say the processors as well to 3. Here you need to provide the ISO image that we have downloaded previously in our last step. I'm going to give the path of the ISO and hit OK. If you want, you can modify any settings from here, that is for network, etc. Now I will click on play, which will start my virtual machine in the VMware Workstation 16 Player. Here, these are the options which will allow you to install the machine. So I'm going to go ahead with the first one, which is graphical install. Graphical install allows you the most easiest and convenient way of installing the operating system with simple steps. I'm going to hit enter. It will take few seconds to boot and verify the ISO file, and successfully you'll be given this screen which allows you to choose your language, your location and the keyboard type. I'm going to keep it to default settings and I'm going to hit next. I have fast forwarded this for you so that it might take 15 to 30 minutes for your setup in your system for the first time. I'm going to give the host name, whatever host name you want. I'm going to give it as Hacktify. You can skip the domain name. In the next step, it is going to ask you a username. I'm going to provide a username and a password over here. So I'm choosing a simple password, which is root. The next step it will do is ask you to use the partition disk. I'm going to choose the first option, all files in one partition, which is recommended for all new users. I'm going to finish partitioning and write changes to the disk. I'll choose as yes, that yes, I want to do write changes to the disk and hit next. This process will start installing the base system now, it will give you that these are the softwares which are available for default to be installed in the Kali Linux. Yes, I have to install the grub bootloader, so you have to choose yes and provide dev SDA path and hit again next. It will take again few more minutes to finish the installation, and you will see a message like this which will prompt you saying that the installation has successfully finished, rebooting the system. And this way you will be able to see your nice beautiful home screen which confirms that you have successfully installed the Kali Linux operating system. Let us log in by using our username and password, and this is the home screen that can be seen which confirms our installation was successful. I hope you guys understood how to install Kali Linux OS into VMware Workstation. If you have any questions or queries in installation, feel free to ask in the Q&A. Thank you.